Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. This is Shane here, and today we're going to be working on my wife's 2017 Ford Escape Titanium, the white one you can probably see here behind me. So we bought this car brand new, and it's just now got about 36,000 miles on it, and it's been dealership maintained for warranty purposes. All the oil changes and everything have been done at our local Ford Ford dealership. Because if we had any major issues, I wanted there to be a paper trail of service history. So anyway, the last time it was in for service, they recommended an air filter and a cabin filter, and I told them I would take care of that myself. I did the cabin filter for the HVAC system. It really wasn't too bad. However, I bought a air filter, a Motorcraft air filter online at rockauto.com. I've had great luck with Rock Auto, never had any issues, and I've ordered a lot of parts through them. But I ordered a Motorcraft air filter for the Escape, and it came, and I tried to put it in the same day that I did the cabin filter, and it didn't fit. It was too long. So I let Rock Auto know, and they sent me another one pretty quickly, 2 days or so. It showed up. I told them the first one didn't fit, told them it was too long. They sent me another one just like it, showed up in a Motorcraft box, and I tried to put that one in. Same thing, it's also too long. So last week I went to our Ford dealership and attempted to buy an air filter right from the dealership, and I had kind of mentioned to the guy at the parts counter that I had attempted to install 2 Motorcraft filters already from an online website, and that they didn't fit, and maybe they just weren't the same quality control or something that goes to that happens when you actually get one from Ford. I don't know. Stranger things have happened, I'm sure, but I figured there had to be a reason why these Motorcraft filters weren't fitting. So I tried to order one from the dealership, and the guy at the parts counter was luckily, a nice, honest guy, and he said, "Yeah, they probably don't fit because they're too long." And I said, "Yeah, exactly right. They're too long." And he looked at me and said, "Well, the filter that I'm going to sell you is also going to be too long." He said, "That's just the way they are," and their service technicians just kind of smash the filter into the airbox the best that they can and call it a day. He said that they've taken pictures, they've let Ford corporate know that this was an issue, and Ford's aware of it, but they I guess are refusing to modify the air filters that they have in production, and so they just expect everyone to deal with it. So I'm going to show you what exactly is going on with it and what I plan to do to make it fit, because I just don't like the idea of smashing the air filter into the airbox and crimping the filter. I feel like that's going to restrict airflow, and it just doesn't seem like the right way to do it to me. So we are going to have to cut a little bit off the filter. I'm going to show you how I plan to do that, where I plan to cut it, and we're going to see if I can get it to fit. So hang tight with me, and I'll show you what's going on here in a second. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, so first things first, I'm going to show you guys how to get this air filter out of the air box. Again, this is a 2017 Ford Escape. It's got the 2-liter EcoBoost engine in it, so it's 4-cylinder, 2-liter turbo. I don't know what other engines or years this would apply to. This is a new body style in 2017, so probably 2017 to at least current 2019, I guess. I think they did change them now for 2020. So 2017 through 2019, 2-liter EcoBoost this should apply to on the Escapes anyway. So you're going to want a 8mm socket on a bit of an extension. This is probably a little bit too long, but it's what I've got, and on a little drill here. And you've got one screw here, one right here, one that's down here in the back, and one up front, and then this cover just pulls right off, and here is your air filter. Now you can see the factory air filter, it butts right up against the airbox here, and I'll show you here in a second. This end, this end of the filter has this little nub on it right here, and it has a lip, just a smooth flat lip at the end of the filter, and that little nub fits right into this crack right here, this gap, and I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a crease right here, a little cutout all the way around this half of the air box, and also kind of in this half of the air box as well, that kind of encompasses this lip right here. So you can see that if the filter's too long, you know, there's no room for it to go here, and it has to fit in this lip right here, so it needs to be a pretty precise fit. And what I'm going to show you guys here, okay, this is obviously the old filter here, and this is the new filter. Again, got it from Rock Auto, Ford Motorcraft filter, FA1908 is the part number, and you can see, looking at it, it looks exactly the same, right? It's got this little nub on it just like the old one. It's got the same lip, but if you put them side by side on a flat surface, I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell, but there is a difference in height. So again, that helps you see it a little bit better. This factory filter, this is how tall it is, or how long it is in the car, and this new Motorcraft one is a good 1/4 of an inch taller or longer, and you know, otherwise they look exactly the same, but it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the airbox. So I am going to attempt to take a knife here, razor blade knife, and cut. The only place to really cut is right here around this lip. Now there is a rubber gasket in here that helps seal it to the airbox, but I don't see how shortening this would really make too much of a difference. You know, if I cut it the right amount, it's still going to butt right up against the edge of the airbox, and should work. Sorry for the noise there, but should work just fine and should fit in the airbox. Otherwise, like I said, the guy at the dealership was telling me that the techs there just kind of smash this filter, which is a pretty robust filter. You know, it's got plastic reinforcements all inside, and I feel like it just is going to mangle the filter, not allow it to breathe as well, and I just don't think that's going to be the way I want to install the filter. So hang tight and let's see if we can't get it cut to the right length here. Okay guys, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit, but you can see that I've cut just a little bit off the filter, an 1/8 inch or so, and you know, this is not perfectly smooth, but I don't think that it really has to be. It's worth noting that I did think about cutting this with, you know, some sort of power tool or power saw that would give me a cleaner cut, but I worried that it would create all sorts of little tiny pieces of rubber that would fall down into the filter and then eventually get possibly sucked into the engine. So you want to be careful when you're working with an air filter that you don't create a bunch of particles or debris that's going to get stuck in the filter and then get sucked into your engine, because that's obviously exactly what we're trying to avoid by replacing the filter. So we've got nothing in here at this point. There's a little piece of rubber here. Get that out. So let's walk over and see if this will fit into the airbox now. Okay, so it's going to fit down over this side first. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, it's still too long. You can see that it's just not going to fit into that crease where it needs to go. So we need to trim a little bit more off of it, I do believe. Okay, so we got a little bit more off there, and it looks like we're running out of rubber around this outside lip. There's still some rubber on the inside that will help seal it around the inlet that it goes around, but the rubber around the outside is now pretty much gone. So I don't think that should have too much of an effect on anything, but we'll see if this allows us to put it back in the car. Make sure that there's no little pieces of rubber in here. Looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and try this again. Okay guys, well, that actually did it. If you can see in here, it's down in the crease now on both sides, and you probably can't see way down in there, but the little tab is in that little V. Okay, and it's properly seated here at the airbox. You can see it doesn't move, doesn't spin or anything. Okay, and so I think that should be good to go. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. So we'll just put the airbox back on just the way that it was. Gotta love these plastic airboxes with these screws they give you. Just don't make stuff like they used to. I'm a Ford guy, you know, but it's sad. They really just don't make things the way they used to. Just doesn't seem to be a whole lot of quality care anymore. When you spend this kind of money that they charge for new vehicles nowadays, you know, you've got a $40, $50, $60,000 truck or SUV or you know, car, and you shouldn't have to be doing stuff like this with a factory filter. You know, this is why you buy Motorcraft stuff, so you don't have to deal with this. But anyway, you just put the air filter box back on like so. Make sure that it's seated properly around your air filter. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, and that will be it. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you watching. Again, I ordered this filter off of rockauto.com. It is a factory Ford Motorcraft filter, FA1908, which is the correct filter. You can see the factory filter after 36,000 miles is, you know, it's dirty, it's discolored, it's not filled with leaves or all kinds of debris or anything, but it is dirty, and you know, 36,000 miles is plenty of life out of an air filter when they only cost, even a factory Ford filter on rockauto.com, I think costs $12, $11 and change, $12. So here's the rubber that we cut off. Okay, just a razor blade knife, cut this rubber off, and I was able to make the new filter fit without smashing the filter and disforming it and everything else. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I appreciate you joining in today at Beer Budget Moto. We've got another video coming up on my wife's Escape that actually took place yesterday in regards to some new tires that we had installed at the dealership, and actually 2 issues that we ran into regarding getting those tires installed. So stay tuned for that. That video will be uploaded here by the end of the week, and we'll let you know what's going on here at the house with the vehicles that we've got in the driveway. So again, take care, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks again. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like the content and you'd like to see some of the projects that we've got going on here. The Cafe Racer, Virago 750, the R6 project. This is more of a household project that I'm working on right now. Nice desktop out of a piece of live edge sycamore. But again, lots of projects coming to the channel here over the next couple months. Some how-tos, you know, some modifications being made, some maintenance, stuff like that. So stay tuned, stick around. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like the content, and smash that like button. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.